EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Mahomes. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Tyreek Hill, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mahomes going to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
56.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Kansas City.
Bring it.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Kelce on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right numbers.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A dump off to Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
Prescott now from the 50. And this one is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That's the reason we ball for.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 28. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd. And now they deal with 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Prescott from the gun. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch? And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And right side, Henry's got it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Down.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams in their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
They start on the ground with Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to creep.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles Harris. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 19-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To the air again, Prescott. Being chased out left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Prescott yet again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
His kick.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
At the 43-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Ezekiel Elliott. Incomplete.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
For Kansas City.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Looking to throw. Prescott. Buying time to his left. Looking deep in the direction. That's caught inside the 20. And down to the 20. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
2nd and 1 at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Is good.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Andrew Billings, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Mahomes firing complete, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And down to the 16-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
12 yards.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now Pollard. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 27-yard line.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They go to Elliott again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Michael Gallup.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Watch the run.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
You got enough? We're going to 54 right here. Check 59, right 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Rush in, rush in. We're going to 52. Check nickel. We're going to 53.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line is eating them alive.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 43.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. CeeDee Lamb his intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
It leads to
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing here, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And this is going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Running with Elliott. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 32 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. 40. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he there at the 20.